Hello to my beautiful angels, my earth angels, my Andromeda star seeds, and welcome back to another reading by yours truly, Andromeda Tarot. And as always, my name is Andrea. Sorry, it's been a while. Happy New Year to everyone. I don't think that I've been on since the New Year, so definitely Happy New Year. Busy with the holidays. I got a stomach bug. So dealing with that and work, trying to work as well. And so finally had a little bit of time to come on and do a reading. And so I will be doing a general love reading today. Definitely missing my beautiful angels. I did get a chance to do some decorating in here, not completely done, but you know, I've got a couple tapestries up and some lights and stuff. So got that going for me. And actually this one turned out to look really good. It kind of like goes well in the background behind me. So I'm really excited about that. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into this reading, general love reading. I'm going to start off with my animal spirit card deck here. And first question I'd like to ask is, how is the person on my collective's mind feeling about the collective? Excuse me, how is the person on my collective's mind feeling about the collective? How is the person on my collective's mind feeling about my collective? Let's go. Oh, we have a butterfly. That's so crazy because the butterfly is behind me. Okay, and so as far as how the person on the collective's mind is feeling about the collective, this is definitely good energy. The butterfly, it's an energy of transformation. I know that for sure, an energy of positive change, an energy of, transformation, positive changes. It is air energy, I believe, and so air energy, that would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, and so let's take a look here and read the butterfly. Or, yeah, that's air. Butterfly, okay. Undergoing great change and transformation. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. Since air is the element of the heart, this change usually involves relationships, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. Committing to one daily routine, a meal, practice, or prayer done at the same time and place will do wonders for lifting the butterfly spirit. When in balance, cheerful, graceful. When out of balance, fragile, frustrated. To bring into balance daily routine, okay? And so as far as how the person on the collective's mind is feeling about the collective, they feel like you are going through some sort of transition. There is perhaps no contact during this transition. If there is contact, then of course they are very aware of the energy that you're in. And so when in balance, cheerful, graceful. When out of balance, fragile, frustrated. To bring into balance daily routine, okay? And so if you don't currently have a daily routine, then in order to stay in the balance, it would be a good idea to go ahead and get started with a simple daily routine like this says, a prayer, a meal practice. I would say journaling, writing down your thoughts, meditating, just anything I would say that brings you peace. Would be a good daily routine to get into. Anything that's easy and then it brings you peace to do that, okay? All right, and now I want to get a card from the Woodland Wardens deck for how the person on the collective's mind is feeling about the collective. This is the Woodland Wardens Oracle. What is going on? Already I can't shuffle. There we go. Okay. How is the person on my collective's mind feeling about the collective? How is the person on my collective's mind feeling about the collective? Oh, wow, I haven't gotten this one. The Cayman and Poppy dreams. I love alligators. I know this is a cayman, but an alligator, a crocodile, whatever. I love them. I mean, like you know, I love all animals, but the Cayman and Poppy dreams. Okay, that's exciting. Can't wait to read this for how the person on the collective's mind is feeling about the collective. This is 20. Exceptionally quiet and still, the cayman is an alligator-like reptile that spends much of its time in a trance-like state, rousing only to snare its prey. Likewise, the poppy is closely associated with sleep. Since ancient times, the powerful sedative opium has been derived from its seeds. Together, the cayman and poppy tell us about our dreams. Upright, a dream of yours is about to come true. Stay still yet alert like the cayman, and at the right moment, seize your opportunity with relish. What have I dreamt about recently? How can I make my dreams reality? Okay. And so what I'm hearing, this is also to me about some sort of a transformation, just like the butterfly, except this is about being prepared for this, you know, change that you're dreaming about, change that you're wanting to occur in your life. Okay, and basically just a reminder is like to, one, be patient when that comes, and you'll know when the moment is right, but also, you know, focus maybe that daily routine that you're going to be doing, how do I make my dreams a reality. And so another thing could be, aside from just journaling, maybe doing a what are those boards called, where you do a board where you put a dream board or something like that, you know what I mean? Might be a good idea as well. Okay. All right, and in addition to the animal card and the woodland wardens, I want to also get a Crow Tarot card for how the person on the collective's mind is feeling about the collective. How is the person on my collective's mind feeling about the collective? What do we have? What do we have? We have the Four of Swords. This one landed face down, and depending on how I flip the card over, it would have been upright or upside down. And so I'm going to read this whole card, but we have the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords upright, I do know, is about an energy of you going within and kind of some sort of a change in your life, preparing for the change, being in your cocoon is the kind of energy that I get with the Four of Swords. And so I'll go ahead and read that. Okay, the crow appears to be dead, but he is going to a place of complete inner calm so that he can refortify his mind and body. He has encountered several challenges, and there may still be more to come. But before facing any more tasks, he needs to take a wellness break. The Four of Swords is a reminder to take time out to recharge your spirit and your mind. I'm accidentally skipping a page. I was like, what is it? Find a quiet place where you can freely travel inward and absorb the loving energy of your higher self. This card indicates you will be able to resolve your situation from a place of clarity and compassion, okay? So also give yourself grace. Be patient with yourself as well as being patient with others, and make sure that you are in the company of people who you truly can trust. Not people that you just say, oh yeah, I can trust them, but people who you know you truly can trust, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and read the reverse. Perhaps afraid of what the stillness might reveal, the Four of Swords reversed speaks to a person who is busying themselves with tasks to avoid the silence of their mind, okay? And so you definitely want to stay on the upright of this card and not to try to distract yourself so that you're not facing whatever it is that's on your mind or whatever it is that you're dreaming about achieving. You want to actually go within, meditate or pray or do a dream board or a vision board. That's what they're called, a vision board, journal, things like that, okay? And that will help you bring your dreams to reality. And I know this is supposed to be how the person on the mind is feeling about you, but I feel like this person, they definitely care about you because they're wanting the best for you. They want what makes you happy, is what I'm hearing with that. And then let me just get a couple clarifying cards here with the Love Oracle. My dogs are so needy today. I spent one day at work this week and didn't even work a full shift, and already they're like, Mother, you need to spend all of your love and attention to us. Okay, sorry. How is the person on the collective's mind feeling about the collective? We have clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. How the person on the collective's mind is feeling about the collective. And so either the person on the collective's mind is clinging, holding on, obsessing over you, spying on you, or vice versa, or perhaps you are holding on to something old and that's what this transition is about. And so you're holding on to that, you're clinging on to that in order to stay in a comfort place, or what I'm hearing with that. Let me get another clarifying card here. How's the person on the collective's mind feeling about the collective? One day, someday, somewhere, another time, okay? And so I feel like they are well aware that you are not currently in the energy of being ready for union with this person. They do definitely have feelings for you, they have love for you, and they hope that someday, somewhere, another time, that you guys can come into union. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. However that number is significant for you, I always think of it being that I'm on the right path, okay? All right, and now I want to know how the collective is feeling about the person on their mind. Using the same type of cards. And so we'll start off with the Animal Spirit deck here. All right, how is my collective feeling? That was a bad shuffle. How is my collective feeling about the person on their mind? How is my collective feeling about the person on their mind? The Oyster. The Oyster energy, this is an energy about also some sort of preparation, some sort of work that needs to be done within. This looks like water energy, so I'm definitely going to be reading this. And of course, oysters are what create pearls. And I forgot to wear a necklace today. Oopsies. Oyster. Give me a second. There we go. All right, patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires in life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it that you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. When in balance, feels blessed, generous, and masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, clams up. To bring into balance, share something, okay? And so this is how the collective is feeling about the person on your mind. And so you definitely think very highly of the person on your mind. Now, you feel like they are graceful, charming, they can achieve anything they want in life, and maybe sometimes that they doubt themselves is what I'm hearing with that. And so far off to a good start for how you're feeling about the person on your mind. And now a card with the Woodland Wardens. And so I'm also hearing with that, no communication. And so perhaps you tried reaching out to this person and they're not communicating with you. They've closed up. That's what I'm hearing with that. How's the collective feeling about the person on their mind? How's my collective feeling about the person on their mind? How's my collective feeling about the person on their mind? This card wants to come out. The Frog and Lotus. And this is Metamorphosis. Okay, so another energy of some sort of transformation. With the frog and lotus flowers, they always resemble to me some sort of transformation, growth. They have to come up through muddy, murky water to get to the surface and bloom these beautiful blooms, habitat for the frog. This is number 6. That number could be significant for you. Ooh, I feel like a sneeze coming on. Right here. It's not looking great today, but oh well. Okay. The Frog and Lotus, number 6. This card reminds us that change is natural, rebirth is possible, and healing a balance. And a healing balance can be achieved. The frog developing as it does from a tiny tadpole symbolizes transformation. The lotus flower too symbolizes rebirth, unfurling even amid murky waters. Going through such a change can be difficult and a struggle, but the resulting metamorphosis opens us to growth, self-acceptance, and happiness. Excuse me. Upright, consider what in your life needs changing and think about the steps you can take to achieve that change. You owe it to yourself to allow your own growth and rebirth. What can I change in myself or my life for the better? How can I be more accepting of change I cannot control? Okay, and so yeah, I feel like you guys are mirroring each other. You and your person are both mirroring each other right now. If there is some sort of separation or some sort of no contact, it is because you are both growing and healing as people. And here comes Merlin. The dogs are ambushing him again. I don't know if he's gonna come up here, but I'll go ahead and make sure the cards are out of the way if he does. Merlin, kitty butthole baby. Hi. Here he is. Here he comes to save the day. Hi, baby. He's rubbing his face on the phone again. Sir, no face rubs on the phone. Oh, your fur is so soft today. Your fur is so soft today. Okay, and now I want to get a card with the Woodland or Crow Tarot for how you're feeling about the person on your mind. Sir, would you not rub your face on the phone, please? Thank you. Why's your butt dirty? Let me move these out of the way. Excuse me. Hi, kitty bubba. Okay. Hello, handsome. Hello. How is my collective feeling about the person on their mind? We have the Devil in reverse, okay? And so what I'm hearing with the Devil in reverse is that there perhaps used to be this devil type energy in the connection with the two of you. Devil type energy meaning toxic traits, toxic habits. I'm hearing a repetitive cycle, a toxic cycle that you guys were in. And with this Devil in reverse and the rest of the cards that I've been getting, the transformation, healing, growing, all of that, this is a good sign that this is coming to an end. The cycle, whatever cycle y'all had been repeating, the toxic cycle, okay? All right, let me go ahead and read the Devil. This is, what was that, 14? 15. Okay. Keywords for the Devil: addiction, bondage, temptation, violence, element earth. So that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I'm going to just read the reverse part here. The Devil reversed is a sign that you are no longer blinded by the materialism and overindulgences of the devil. You can free your mind and body from the shackles that have kept you from realizing your real potential. Okay. Okay, so basically what I'm hearing is that this toxic cycle ended because the person on your mind is starting to realize their potential, their worth, their value, and no longer participating in whatever cycle that you guys were involved in that included some sort of overindulgences. I'm hearing perhaps maybe this was a relationship that was just based on, well, I changed my lighting in here because I feel like sometimes it's too bright and it washes me out. So I was trying to change it up. This one seems pretty good. Anyways, yeah, so I'm hearing that your person had finally started to realize their worth, that, and that's what happens when you get into these relationships and you repeat cycles. It's all because you're not setting appropriate boundaries, and appropriate boundaries, I saw 2222 on the timer, 2225. Appropriate boundaries are something that you put into place when you value yourself, when you know that your value is higher than whatever you're putting up with, and the connection that you're in is what I'm hearing. So it's a good energy, good energy. This reading is definitely about discovering your own worth, setting up boundaries, transforming, healing, all of that good stuff. Good stuff for the new year. Okay, and then let me just get a couple clarifying cards with the Love Oracle here for how you're feeling about the person on your mind. Twitchy, what are you doing? What are you doing, ma'am? Okay, how is my collective feeling about the person on their mind? Distance, separation, space, blockage. Okay, just what I was hearing. So you are feeling this distance and separation with the person on your mind. Hopefully this brings you some sort of clarity, so that you are aware that this distance is taking place to end cycles, so that you can heal and that the person on your mind can heal. Because it sounds like from this reading that both of you are working on yourselves and working on your value, your self-worth. Okay. How is the collective feeling about the person on their mind? Family, fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. So what I'm hearing is how you're feeling about the person on your mind is that you think of them as family. You think of them as somebody who you definitely love, somebody who you want to build a foundation with, somebody that you want to be in your life. Pregnancy, possibly you want to have children with this person. Possibly it is just about a new beginning. So you're ready to have a new beginning with this person is what I'm hearing. 2424 on the timer. That could be significant for you. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just wrap it up here. I feel like this has been a well-rounded reading for my collective and the person on their mind. I thank you all so much, as usual, for watching, liking, subscribing. I also have TikTok. If you catch me on TikTok, following, liking, all of that good stuff. I love you guys so much. I hope you're having a beautiful start to your week. I know it is Monday. I'll be doing some work in my backyard today. I'm looking forward to that, but y'all have a good one. Love you. And Merlin says bye-bye too.